So here we have the first knowledge-based questions. You have recently learned the concepts about vectors in R2 and R3, and this is just to prepare you or to test you whether you got the concepts or not. So here is question number 10 for you. If A, which is 5, 14 minus 6, and B, 8 minus 10 minus 3 are 2 points in R3, determine each of the following. So one is magnitude of OA and B is vector AB, right? So that is what you need to find. So work it out, and if you have difficulty, then you need to review R3, representing vectors in R3, finding their magnitude and direction, correct? So let's see how to do them. Magnitude of OA. So when we say magnitude of OA, then tail is at the origin, O, right? And therefore, the vector OA will be, so the vector OA, let me write the vector OA first, will be from O to point A. So I could write this as 5, 14, and minus 6. So that becomes the vector OA, and the magnitude is A square plus B square plus C square, square root. So we'll write magnitude of OA as, should be like this, should be equal to square root of 5 square plus 14 square plus minus 6 square, square root. So that gives you the magnitude of vector OA, right? So you can use your calculator and get the answer. Now vector AB is from A to B, right? So I'll just use matrix to write down this vector. You could use unit vector notation to find it out. So matrix, that means B minus A, right? So we'll use a column matrix to write it down for you here. So that will be, X values will be 8 minus 5. Y will be minus 10 minus 14. And Z will be minus 3 minus of minus 6. Correct? So that matrix gives you the vector in column matrix form, right? So that is how you can find the vector AB, right? So which is, you can calculate this, 8 minus 5 is 3, this is minus 24, and this is minus 3 plus 6, which gives you 3. So that is the vector AB for you, correct? So that is how we can do. As an addition problem, now what you can do here is, you can find unit vector. So calculate unit vector in the direction of vector AB, right? So you can add this and then solve it. So unit vector is, you can find this magnitude and divide this vector by the magnitude, right, to get the unit vector, right? I hope that gives you a good review of what you have learned so far. So we'll have a mid-unit test soon after. So once you've gone through these questions, review everything and then take the mid-unit text, right, which is on chapter 6, after chapter 6, including chapter 6.1 to chapter 6.7. Thank you.